Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Kiki
and Ray
and RJ,
and we are Team Reese, and we are here
Team
today. A little late, but you know, we are here today. We getting ready to eat some breakfast because we are hungry. RJ telling us he's starving. I don't know how. We do feed him, y'all, but we getting ready to eat some breakfast, and we figured while we eat, we would talk to you all about our Disney cruise on the Disney Magic.
Pancakes, RJ.
What you got over there?
You got Mickey Mouse pancakes.
Ooh,
just like being on the dream.
Nice.
And the magic and the everybody.
I think I got a skillet, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I got Italian skillet. So we're gonna eat and we're gonna talk to y'all about the trip, which was so fun. So fun. Did y'all enjoy the cruise?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes. So if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure you go back and take a look at our Disney Magic Cruise vlogs. We have a whole series. There's a playlist. We'll make sure that's linked down below. But make sure you take a look at that so you'll know what we're talking about. Because we just came off this really magical Disney cruise, y'all. I mean, it was a blast.
Like a month ago.
It was about a month ago, yeah. So we figured we'd sit down and just talk to you about it. If you're not new here, thanks so much for coming back. Hope you enjoyed this video today. I'm sorry, my plastic making all this noise. But yeah, we getting ready to just talk about the Disney cruise. So somebody reaching over. What?
Say excuse me.
What?
Excuse me.
You can have to serve, RJ. But so, how you want to get started? What we want to start off with first? Lights?
Yeah.
All right, RJ. Let's hear your favorite part of our cruise on the Disney Magic.
Disney dream shows.
Yeah.
It was so fun. Like all characters that were in there, it's so fun.
The Disney Dream Show was really good, y'all.
Mommy, can you help me open this?
Yeah, let me slide this way so I can put it on. So Disney has like Broadway level performances on their cruise ships, and the Disney Dream Show fit the bill, y'all. It was really good. You think so, Ray?
Absolutely.
Lots of surprises. I won't spoil it for y'all in case you get to see it for yourself one day, but it was really good. Oh, that was my
their shows are amazing. That show was amazing. It's hard to describe it. You have to be there. Anything that Disney does, you have to experience it. The experience of Disney is way different than somebody describing it to you. There was so many different elements to it, so many different singing opportunities, so many different. First, especially for Kiki, because she is. I don't know why she ain't tried out for Broadway yet, but she is a Broadway queen, and so for her,
I love a good show.
Oh my God, that show was so amazing. And I love Broadway shows too, but I don't think I love them more than Kiki. But it's just be able to hear the different Disney movies and shows. It was amazing. I loved it.
So, what was your favorite part, Ray?
The whole thing.
You know that was my favorite thing too. The whole thing too.
Yeah, the whole thing was good. There's not one part that I was like, I like this the most. The whole thing.
I like the whole thing too, but I do think my favorite part was the Disney Dream Show. Like, it was just so magical.
Oh, we talking about the show.
We talking about.
I
meant my favorite part of the whole cruise.
Oh, the whole thing. It's the same. It's the whole thing.
The Disney Dream Show was my favorite part too. It really made me feel like a kid again. It was a very magical moment. Let's see. What was the worst part, RJ?
Actually, none. That's true.
No worst parts?
What about for you?
Getting off.
Yep. I would say the same thing. Getting off was the worst part for me.
Getting off was the worst. No, you know what? No. Getting off was bad, but what I will say is, what was also pretty bad, the embarkation process was very smooth and it was quick. But that 40 or so minutes of waiting to hear back if you're cleared to sail or not, because you have to test. You have to test prior to. Well, if you're not vaccinated, you have to get a COVID test prior to showing up, which RJ did. Then everybody has to get a COVID test the morning of embarkation. And of course, if you test positive, then you don't get to board. So that was about 40 minutes of waiting for our test results, where we really weren't sure if we were going to be able to get on. That's torture, yo. You're literally in the terminal looking at the ship.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
That part was pretty bad. And that's something, everybody always says getting off the ship is the worst part, but that right there, that 40 minutes of waiting.
Sitting there anticipating just doing like this, like, please, Lord Jesus, please, Lord. Yeah. I know I've been doing what's right. I've been wearing 14 masks. I'm triple vaccinated. All that stuff. Just please, Lord. Oh, God. And then they make you stay at the bottom of the screen. It's a TV screen they have that talks about, that says either
clear to
sail or go get a consultation. Yeah. And you be like, please, I don't need no consultation. I don't want no consultation. That's gotta be terrible too. Can you imagine? Especially if you got kids. Now, it's one thing to be an adult, but if you got kids, y'all that made it all the way to Florida, y'all that stayed there overnight, flew early in the morning, however it was. Can you imagine explaining to your kids, well, we ain't gonna be able to go because one of y'all wasn't right.
So
somebody came up dirty.
So what was let me think. What was the most fun thing on the ship, RJ?
Oh.
What?
All of it.
All of it. I really enjoyed. I did the water slide. It was the, what's it called? Aqua Dunk. And it basically just drops you, like you stand in this tube and the floor falls from underneath you and you just drop down this drop water slide. Oh my God, y'all. I screamed the whole way down. Scary as I don't know what. I'm probably never gonna do it again, but I did enjoy it. It was a good thrill. If you want a thrill, the Aqua Dunk is what you need.
The dunk.
Dunk, not duck.
The whole thing itself was an aqueduct, but that was the aqueduct, right? Oh, okay.
Aqueduct. The aqueduct is on the dream and the fantasy.
Oh, excuse me. I apologize. Excuse me. Pardon-moi. But I think my favorite part, which she didn't really show, but my favorite part was when Kiki was singing karaoke.
I did show it. I put the clip at the end of the first
video. Could nobody hear you?
Yes, they could.
No, they couldn't. Did you hear it on the video, RJ? Anyways, you would see the clip. You would see the clip of her doing karaoke, and she was singing Hamilton. Because first of all, hold on. I just told you she's the queen of Broadway. My wife literally watched Hamilton 42 times, plus another 7, and listened to the soundtrack and found the lyrics to every song. She knows the lyrics to every song on the Hamilton soundtrack. As a matter of fact, we all do, but not as good as she does. And the scene in Hamilton where hopefully she could put a clip in it, you can see it. But the scene from Hamilton where one of the daughters, the oldest daughter, is rapping, she knows the whole song. Oh my God!
I do.
She had people cheering. They was throwing. I ain't gonna say that. Okay. They was cheering. They was, somebody decided they want to airdrop her while we was on after the performance.
Like, airdrop me while we was
airdrop her while they was on the performance. And man, it wasn't up with 7 people in there, but it was a standing ovation. She was getting it, Jack. I'm telling you, y'all got to go see it. I think we need to put it up.
I was so nervous.
I think if we can find that, I might edit a video of myself and sneak it in before she know it.
Pancake.
Hey, back up off my pancake.
All right. Any dislikes?
Honestly, I just didn't like getting off the ship. A lot of people, we've seen a lot of vlogs where people have reviewed their recent Disney cruises, and a lot of people have so many dislikes about what's going on. First of all, our Disney fantasy trip, that ship is what? How many people in that ship hold? On
Disney fantasy? 3,000 or 4,000, I think.
Okay, so this one was probably at what, 40% capacity.
We went on the fantasy though.
No, I know.
Okay.
This cruise we were on, the one we just came off of, wasn't the fantasy. It was what, the magic.
The magic. Yeah.
It was the magic, but even on that, it was at with this one, it was at 30% or 40% capacity, and I loved it like that because you weren't.
I did too.
You weren't stacked on top of nobody.
Yeah.
When you go, you weren't in line like this trying to wait. It was easy access. You got to take more pictures, family portraits, all kind of stuff. It was just. I honestly, I know Disney might not like it at that capacity.
And guys, you probably want to know something. I
prefer it to be at that capacity. So that's what I really liked about it. I really didn't have any dislikes about it.
I do have some dislikes. They're small. They're very minor dislikes and nothing that would stop me from cruising. But I do have a few. For one, the bell on the elevator was never loud enough, y'all. The bell on it wasn't, right? How many times did we get to that elevator and it would be gone because we never heard it ring? A lot. You admit it happened a lot. I said they were minor.
Ding dong.
Okay, open your list up. What we got?
Okay.
What's the other one? Oh my God, I thought it was a few.
No.
I see 17 things on that list.
TV, okay, so Disney has pretty much like on-demand Disney movies in your cabin all the time. It's like having Disney Plus in your cabin. They didn't have Cinderella on there. How y'all don't have Cinderella on here? They had, last cruise we went on with Disney, I watched Cinderella like all night long, every night, and it was not available this time. How? That's like a major Disney princess. How y'all take that movie off of it? I don't understand. I don't get it. I didn't like it. I like Cinderella. That's my favorite, if you can't tell. Another dislike that I have. I understand why they have to do this, but the character photos are much different now because of COVID. You can't stand with a character like you used to be able. They would hug you. They would, greet you, high five, and all of that. You can't do anything because of social distancing, of course. So now the character photos, you either have the character, the ones where you can actually be in the picture with them, but you can't be close to them. You kind of stand either in front of them and they wave from behind you, or you stand behind them and they point back at you, or things like that. So it's socially distant. And as long as it's a picture that's taken by Disney's photographers, you can take your mask off for those. Now they have character sightings on the ship where you cannot take your mask off. You have to take the photo yourself, and you still can't get close to them, of course. But to me, that was a little piece of the magic that is a little bit lost right now. Again, completely understand why they have to do it that way. That's just the world we live in right now. But I think it did take a little bit away from the experience for me.
Okay. I'll let you have that one.
Okay. What are your thoughts on cruising during COVID? Did you feel it took away from your experience?
No, I like the COVID protocols and things they have in place because they have, there's not that many people on the ship. Mm-hmm. That is amazing by itself because you don't feel like
Daddy,
a sardine stuffed in a can. Hold on, RJ. You don't feel like a sardine stuffed in a can. You just enjoy yourself and enjoy your family, and there's, everybody can just enjoy what's going on.
So, for me, cruising during COVID, would I do it again? Yes, absolutely. Everything that Ray just said, the low occupancy, the pushed social distancing, the mask requirements, the encouraging of hand washing everywhere you went.
That was actually my favorite part.
What's that, babe?
The things, the healthy things.
Yeah, the healthy things. All of that was good. I'm 100% in agreement with everything they did for those. The one part I will say that took away, aside from what we already talked about, the character photos, the entire process of planning the cruise. When you planning a cruise, it's a lot of fun leading up to it because you anticipating what you're gonna do. You're getting all your outfits together. RJ, you gotta turn that down. Turn it down. You got to get all your outfits together. You're getting all the stuff together you need for the cruise and pirate night and all these other things, right? Well, because we were in COVID season and planning for this, it got canceled over and over and over and over again, to the point that I started to believe that it just was not going to happen. And so when it got real close to it actually coming up, I still in my mind felt like it could be canceled at any moment because of how the cruise industry was going. So I never really let myself get fully excited like I would for a normal cruise. And so we got all the way down to the point where we were like, oh man, this ship really is gonna sail. And we didn't have nothing for pirate night. We didn't have nothing for, you know, we had to hurry up and go buy some formal wear to have on. All of the things that we would have done in months and months of planning, we didn't do because we were convinced that it was just gonna get canceled again. So that one part did have an effect on me.
I think I was just excited. And I felt like, yeah, I was excited. I was really just, I don't know what to say. I was excited to be on vacation. Because that had been, for me, it had been almost like 18 months since I've been anywhere. Besides like Chicago, which I ain't got nothing wrong with that, but you know, that's it really. So I was excited going there. I will agree that not being able to take the pictures with the characters like we have been, I wish we could have got a little bit closer or did normal pictures with them. But again, with the photographers being professionals, it still worked out well. They still came out of the great pictures. You know, and even with you know, we took the pictures ourselves. It turned out pretty good. So I wish we could have got a little bit closer to the characters to be more interactive with them. But it's fine. They were still interactive, just socially distanced interaction.
So what were your thoughts on the food?
Absolutely good. Absolutely good. I enjoyed everything. If I didn't like something, I don't remember what it was, so it wasn't that bad.
Y'all know I remember what I didn't like.
That's why I'm looking at it. Let's go.
That pasta dish that was just like dry pasta and some meat shrimp like shriveled in it. It was nasty. You remember that? It was from my first night.
I don't remember.
It was from my first night. I'll throw a picture in there. Y'all will see it. If y'all see this pasta, you're gonna know that pasta wasn't about the right. Overall, the food was pretty good. It was very good. It was just like 2 dishes, I think, that I was like, ugh, that's nasty. That pasta was one. That whatever that salad stuff was that we had at Castaway Cay was another one. Like macaroni salad or something like that. Gross. But mostly everything was good. Alright, Jack, what'd you think of the food?
It was good for RJ. I think
sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say the best food was at Palo.
Palo. I would definitely say my most memorable. Now, if you want to say a memorable moment for that cruise, was being in Concierge. That was absolutely amazing.
Yes.
Like Disney knows customers. Disney has customer service down to a science. But when you have customer service down to a science and can take it up a notch for quote unquote VIP status or concierge status, and you be like, what? It gets better than that? It is absolutely amazing. From start to finish, you know, you are recognized in the beginning as concierge by getting these gold stickers, and you put them on your shirts. And those who are the concierge staff members, the hosts, they recognized those stickers, and they immediately walked up to us, introduced themselves, and say, we'll take care of everything from here once you get through a couple of portions you have to do as far as the ship rules and things, and boom.
They took care of us. They took really good care of us.
It was amazing. I'll tell you, if you're ever able to, or ever choose to cruise concierge, definitely do it, and then make sure you take some extra cash with you you give to them for tips.
You're gonna want to tip
because you're gonna want to tip them well.
Yeah, their tips, the concierge tips, do not come out of. So like when you cruise and you pay your tips, it goes to like your wait staff, your room host, stateroom host, and that. The concierge host tips do not come out of that. You have to tip them separately. So be prepared for that if you ever decide to cruise concierge, to have some extra tip money available on top of what you're already gonna have to pay through the cruise line.
And then with the cruise line, you could prepay them.
Yeah,
you could
we prepaid.
Yeah, you could prepay your.
We didn't prepay the concierge ones because we got that concierge blessing late in the game.
Right.
So go back and watch that video if you haven't already about how we got the cruise concierge. But what I was gonna say is, would you cruise concierge again?
Absolutely.
You would pay for it? Because again, we were blessed with this concierge blessing. We didn't pay for it. It's not something that we had to pay out of pocket for. So that's one of the questions I was gonna ask. Like, would you actually pay money?
You ain't got that. You don't even. I don't even know why she asked me that. I was convinced of concierge before the cruise ever left the port to go and start traveling. If you'll see that on the
Ray
intro video.
manifested that for us for like 100%. I'm not even lying. Ray always talked about wanting to cruise concierge. He always would be like, let's just go to the port and see if they'll upgrade us for like $200. I'd be like, Ray, they ain't finna upgrade us for no concierge for $200. You know how much some concierge cruise? When we priced concierge for our first Disney cruise on the Fantasy, it was like 10 grand in the off season.
Wow.
So you know you ain't about to get to that counter and tell them, here go $200, put me in concierge. No. But Ray literally manifested that. They called us like a week before our cruise and was like, hey, we would like to give you a free upgrade to concierge. Would you like to take? Yes! Yes! Yes, yes, yes. You ain't even gotta finish. Yes, we want it. We want it. Put us down. Put it down now. So, let me ask you this then. A 4-day cruise in concierge or a 7-day cruise non-concierge?
It don't even matter.
No, you gotta pick one. What you mean it don't matter? You gotta pick. You gotta choose. That's how you know how much that concierge is worth to you. Is it worth sacrificing 3 more days on the ship?
Absolutely.
You think so?
I think so.
I'm not sacrificing no time on the ship now. I want my 7 days. I want my full week vacation. And hey, if it come down to 4 days in concierge or 7 days regular, I'm gonna be a regular. So.
Hey, but you know what you can always do is what some people do. You do 4 days concierge, and then if you got 7-8 days, find some other stuff to do once you get off the ship. Because that's what a lot of people do. They'll cruise and then go to Disney World or go do something else around Orlando.
Or a lot of people book back-to-back cruises. Maybe you could book a concierge for the first part of your back, or you know what? No, book the concierge for the second half. Don't do the concierge first and then downgrade.
Because you're gonna be like, what is this?
No, but concierge was great. They were really sweet to RJ. The room was excellent. They brought snacks and drinks to your door every day. They had the concierge lounge where they had snacks available all day long.
They had these, and I found they had some special juices because this particular cruise
I have something to say.
came from
RJ
England.
had something to say.
What if our house became a cruise ship and we own it?
That would be fantastic. I would sail right away.
Why don't we just buy our own cruise line?
Hey, yeah.
Okay.
But we have to be like a trillion.
Like a what?
Trillion.
I don't know. God would just be like, there you go. Yeah. We can do that. We'll look at. I'll look into that. We'll talk about that later. But anyways.
We didn't talk about Castaway Cay.
No. We didn't.
Castaway Cay is Disney's private island, y'all. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And it was a beautiful day. Plenty of stuff to do, plenty of different like beach areas and
For adults and kids.
Food and shopping, and like it was a big barbecue. It was really good. Now y'all know I don't be expecting much when people be talking about a barbecue if it ain't, I'm just saying, I don't always be expecting much out of other folks' barbecue, but it was good.
But if it had a cup of apple juice, is that what that meant? I'm lost in what she did.
How did you feel about the Castaway Key?
Oh, you just gonna cut me off. You just gonna cut me off. But was it a cup of apple juice? That's what I want to know. Castaway. Castaway Key was amazing. I enjoyed every bit of that. I enjoyed the beach. And honestly enough, it was November, but that water was warm like it was June. It
was warm. I wasn't expecting it to be warm. Like when you first get in, it feel cold, but then it warmed up real fast.
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting that either.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed every bit of it. One thing somebody suggested is next time if you do that is to get a cabana and pay the extra for the cabana.
Oh, they ballers.
And because what happens with the cabana is they come get you from the ship. And you just be like cruising. You cruise over to the cabana.
But a lot of people, because the wind was bad that day, people got put out of their cabanas, remember? They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't. Yeah. Remember the lady that came up to me and gave me the champagne on the beach? She said they had a cabana, but because the wind was so bad, they didn't let them use it. They gave them their money back, of course, but they said the wind was too bad. And Serenity Bay was closed, too. Remember, Serenity Bay has cabanas on it. So anybody that would have had a cabana on Serenity Bay, wouldn't have been able to use it.
And I didn't know they had a stingray farm now. I was like, oh no. RJ was like, you going to stingrays? I was like, nope. You gotta go back and watch that video too. That video was from the last time.
We didn't have that on video. That was from our first cruise. We weren't vlogging then. I mean, we got some videos and pictures and stuff that we put together, but we didn't get that part of it.
Just know I don't like stingrays. I am terrified of them.
He's so scary, y'all.
He don't care.
He like dipped his toe in the water. Was like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yep, that mug came past me, but that's a whole nother video.
I was brave though.
Yeah, she was. I think I got a picture of her. That mug was rolling up right behind her. I was like, I hope you don't eat her.
You wasn't even gonna try to save me.
I was just gonna be like,
yeah. But the trip overall was amazing. Yes. We had a great time. RJ had a great time. Those few little things that we said were kind of negatives in our eyes most definitely would not deter us from cruising again, would not deter us from cruising during COVID. They are doing everything you can think of to keep people safe on the ship. I felt safer on the ship than I do in the grocery store. But
that's for real.
For real.
That's for real.
You know that everybody on board has been tested. You know that all the adults on board that can get the vaccine have the vaccine. No, all the adults on board had to have the vaccine. And every child that was over 12 had to have the vaccine. And now, starting in January, every child over 5 will have to have the vaccine to be on board. So I never felt unsafe there.
Not one bit. I enjoyed every bit of it. I'm excited. I'm ready for our next Disney cruise, whenever that's going to be. We don't know yet. But hey, you guys tell us what you think. What are your thoughts about if you done Disney this year? Disney anything, not just the cruise, but Disney anything. What do you think? But if you've done the Disney cruise, I
felt safer on the Disney cruise ship than I did at Disney World in the pandemic. I'll tell you that much.
But let us know what you think about traveling during COVID, especially on the cruise ship. What do you think about traveling on a Disney cruise ship? If you've been on a Disney cruise, what are your thoughts? What are your positives, negatives? Leave them in the comments below. If you're planning one and you guys have any questions, feel free to ask us. We know enough. We know enough. For me, I think I would say this, and then I think we're gonna cut out. My biggest thing I love about being able to do cruise, any cruise, especially a Disney cruise, but any cruise, is being able to dress up. So I get to dress up. I like to dress nice, and then if I don't have it, I get to go shopping. So boom, there it is.
Then there it is. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed our review of the Disney Magic. If you have any other questions, please go ahead and drop them down in the comment section. We will be sure to come back and answer them for you. We want you to be well prepared for when you decide to take your Disney cruise. And we are gonna go ahead and get out of here and find something else to get into. It is Vlogmas time. So this is our Vlogmas day, what is it? 12?
We'll say 12.
Yeah, this is Vlogmas Day 12, and we hope that you enjoy it. And we'll see you tomorrow for day 13.
Like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. Do all those things. I don't care what order you do it in. Just do it. Share every video, and like, and go back and like every video. All we got, what, how many? 100 videos?
120.
100. Go like all of it. Go watch them. Like them all. We need you. We trying to get that. We trying to get to that thing.
We greatly appreciate
we
all
appreciate
of the
you
love
guys.
that we have been getting in the comments. The section has been amazing. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And until the next video, which will be tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 13. Team Reese all day.